Hello, how are you? I'm David, and typically I upload a video on what ends up being like Sunday evening when it goes live, like Sunday evening or maybe technically Monday morning. I did not upload one this past Sunday, which would have been the 5th. Today is currently Wednesday the 8th, so this is just going to be a short touch base video, I guess. Hopefully I can keep it fairly short. But it was a month ago, December 5th or 7th or whatever, my ex-wife and I agreed that I would have our children on the weekend of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, that Friday through Sunday. But then, shortly before that weekend, she tried to renegotiate, telling me she had misspoken. So, ultimately, I ended up sending her a demand letter, a legal demand letter, to her and her lawyer, and she never responded. And the last thing I heard from her is she was not bringing our kids to custody exchange. So anyway, I followed up after that demand letter and said, hey, if I don't hear anything from you, I'm just going to show up to the location, record myself being there and the exchange not taking place, and then go ahead and file for contempt of court. And then I went through the process of drawing up the contempt paperwork and the notifications that the court would need and the letter of direction for the county sheriff to serve my ex-wife, her lawyer, and then do all the notification of the court to actually, trigger the contempt of court hearing. Thankfully, though, this past Friday I showed up at the custody exchange, and she actually showed up with the children, and I think this was the first time in 5 or 6 years that my kids and I spent a birthday together. So ultimately the outcome was good, but I didn't know it was going to be good until the actual day of. And then over the weekend, excuse me, I'll bring this up here. We had a big storm, which impacted a large portion of the United States from, I don't know, back around behind Nebraska to the west of Nebraska, Colorado or so, all the way across into D.C. and up into New England. So we got caught in that over the weekend, and then my kids actually ended up spending an extra day with me because of the snow and ice storm was so significant that it kind of kept us trapped inside until the roads got cleared enough to drive. And then I took the kids home back a day or two ago on Monday afternoon. So we had a little extra time together, and then I've just been busy with the storm stuff, busy with my kids here, and then work stuff into this week. So, I mean, that's all I'm talking about in this video is essentially things worked out, but I had to spend some extra time writing some legal paperwork that never got filed, and I've been busy driving around and trying to get caught back up after the storm and everything. So, somewhat tired, but anyway, I will try and get back to a regularly scheduled video this coming weekend and talk about that. And if anyone happens to watch my previous videos, I had complained previously about playing Final Fantasy XI and trying to get a riddle drop from Fafnir. Well, late last month, I happened to go fight Fafnir and did not get a drop, but then somebody randomly showed up and asked me if I wanted to join him for a fight and see if the sword would drop. And oddly enough, we fought the dragon together with a random stranger, and the riddle dropped. And after multiple years now of off and on trying, it's not like I've been trying, very committedly and very difficultly or pointedly or a lot over the course of the past few years, but every once in a while I do one if I could get the drop, so got the drop.